Advances in biotechnology were helping people improve their physical and mental abilities to an amazing degree. Provided, of course, they had enough money. A new breed of people was emerging, half human, half machine. And in Detroit, at least, not everyone was happy to see it. I'd just landed a job as head of security at Sarif Industries, a cutting-edge biotech firm. David Sarif himself handpicked me for the job, said he needed me to keep his people safe. My ex, Megan Reed, was one of them. Brilliant neuroscientist, Megan had found a way to make augmentation safe and affordable for everyone. All she had to do was present her research to Congress. But the night before her big meeting, my security measures failed. A team of Black Op mercenaries stormed into Sarif headquarters, massacring everyone in sight. 3 of the mercs were heavily augmented walking tanks. Their mission? Take out Megan and her team. I tried to stop them, but their leader tossed me through a plate glass wall. Last thing I heard as his bullets slammed into my brain was Megan's dying scream. I should have died with her. Only I didn't. High-end military-grade enhancements saved my life. The best augmentation Sarif's money could buy. It took me half a year to get a feel for her. Should have taken longer. But 6 months into my recovery, Sarif Industries was attacked again. This time, by a radical group of pro-human purists. Violent, militant, and fanatically opposed to human augmentation. They claimed to be members of Humanity Front, a non-profit organization that wanted the UN to limit biotechnology research. The thugs broke into Sarif's factory and found machinists working overtime on a top-secret military augment called the Typhoon. Sarif sent me to retrieve it, and when I did, I found one of the so-called purists next to it, wired with cerebral implants, trying to download its classified specs. Obviously, something more was going on. The Aug killed himself before I could question him. Sarif ordered me to dig deeper, so with the help of Frank Pritchard, Sarif's head of cybersecurity, I did. Turns out a second hacker had been controlling the Aug's actions from somewhere off-site. Pritchard and I tracked his signal to a secret FEMA internment camp in Detroit. The Black Op mercenaries were there. The same mercs who'd left me for dead 6 months before. Figured they'd try again when they saw me. Wasn't so easy for them this time. I took out the tank named Barrett. Even got him to give me a new lead. A penthouse apartment in China. Of course, we both knew it would be a trap in the end. Hengsha Island, China. Home to a city so crowded, they had to build a second city on top of it. Trying to find clues in Hengsha wouldn't be easy. Lucky for me, I wasn't alone. Farida Malik, Sarif Industries' ace pilot, had lived in Hengsha before. A good person to have on your side. She knew enough about the place to get me around. Malik dropped me in the lower city, close to the penthouse Barrett had told me about. Bell Tower Associates, a private security firm under contract to the Chinese government, had agents tossing the suite when I arrived. Just not for the reason I'd been expecting. Turns out the man who lived there was a criminal hacker named Van Bruggen. The same hacker who'd been remotely controlling the Aug in Sarif's factory. Van Bruggen's panicked decision to force the man to commit suicide had been a mistake. Now his mercenary partners were gunning for him, and I needed to find him before they did. Locating Van Bruggen meant playing nice with the Triads, Hengsha's organized crime lords. They had the hacker holed up inside a low-rent capsule hotel. By the time I found him, Van Bruggen had no qualms giving up the woman who hired him. Zhao Yunru, president of the Taiyang Medical Corporation. According to Van Bruggen, Zhao wanted to monopolize the augmentation industry and had hired Black Op mercenaries to destabilize her competition. Sarif Industries was at the top of her list. To prove this, I needed to get inside TYM and grab a surveillance hologram off a server. I suspected Van Bruggen was hiding something when he told me this. saw. Megan wasn't dead. She and her 4 best researchers had been kidnapped, spirited away somewhere while their kidnappers made it look like they were dead. Desperate to learn more, I confronted Zhao in her penthouse. She claimed to be a pawn in a bigger plan, and hinted at a group so powerful it controlled global interests at a whim. Then she slipped into a panic room and hit the alarm, forcing me to make a very quick exit. I figured Zhao was lying, but part of her confession made sense. David Sarif had been worried about his people. So worried, he'd required all of them to have subdermal locator devices surgically implanted. The GPLs would have been broadcasting the day of the attack. But Zhao said a single call to Picus, the world's leader in global 24-hour satellite news, had turned those signals off. I needed to fly to Picus headquarters in Montreal if I wanted to learn more. Eliza Cassan, Picus Communications' First Lady of News. Malik thought I was reaching when I told her Eliza was involved in this. The world's most famous news anchor, working with a mercenary hit squad. But when I confronted Cassan in her office, she freely admitted to jamming Detroit satellites the night Megan's team had been taken. Said she's just been following her commands. I suspected she wanted to say more. But Black Op mercenaries showed up looking to shut us both down. And just like that, the Eliza I'd been talking to disappeared. The mercs were led by an augmented killer I crossed paths with twice before, Fedorova, a woman who'd made silence her best friend. She waited for me to track Eliza's transmission to a secret server room underneath the Picus complex, then jumped me from behind. A deadly fight ensued. I made sure she never moved silently again. With Fedorova down and no one left to keep Eliza quiet, she reappeared. Turns out Picus's First Lady of News wasn't a lady at all. She was a sophisticated AI program, engineered to monitor data streams and control what people believed. Eliza told me the mercs had brought in a Humanity Front doctor named Isaiah Sandoval to remove the scientist's implanted tracking devices while Detroit's satellites were down. She also told me to speak to David Sarif if I wanted to learn more. By the time Malik and I got back to Detroit, tensions between normal and augmented citizens had reached a flashpoint. Riots were breaking out in several cities, and the UN was being urged to intervene. Sarif was trying hard to convince Hugh Darrow, the inventor-turned-philanthropist who'd once been a leading proponent of enhancement technologies, to help stop a possible regulatory vote. Sarif had a lot riding on Darrow. Megan's discovery would have given millions of people the chance to evolve beyond their normal human abilities, and at the same time catapulted Sarif Industries to the top of the Fortune 500. According to Sarif, Megan's kidnappers knew this, and didn't want people evolving unless they controlled how it was done. He called his enemies Illuminati, and urged me to keep searching. Determined to do so, I tracked down Sandoval via America's most outspoken augmentation opponent, Bill Taggart, Sandoval's boss and founder of Humanity Front. Sandoval admitted to operating on Megan's team when I confronted him, but said he hadn't removed their GPLs. He'd merely switched them to a different frequency. Pritchard was able to trace one of the signals to China. Malik and I immediately took off in pursuit. Unfortunately, the Illuminati were one step ahead. Ambushed. Shot out of the sky by Bell Tower Associates, seconds after entering Hengsha's airspace. Malik's piloting skills saved me. After a tense and bitter struggle, I escaped into Lower Hengsha. The tracking signal I was following led straight to the Triads, or more specifically, to the augmented arm of Tong Si-hung, leader of a gang of augmentation harvesters. Tong said they'd taken the arm off a corpse, which Bell Tower had left at their door, meaning at least one of Sarif's scientists was dead. Maybe not the rest of them, though. Tong pointed me to a port used for human trafficking and helped me slip aboard a bell tower ship. It was sailing to Rifleman Bank Station, a military base in the South China Sea. Bell Tower was holding kidnapped civilians as prisoners there, and using them to perfect the Chiron Project, a human-computer interface that left most of its test subjects dead. My search for Megan would have ended then, if not for a mysterious ally named Quinn. In exchange for my help exposing Bell Tower, he slipped me aboard a second ship headed to Singapore, and an Illuminati-run biotech facility called Omega Ranch. 3 of Serif's scientists were there, forced by their captors to create a technology capable of remotely shutting down augmented abilities. Thanks to an emergency recall notice issued by the World Health Organization, millions of people all over the world already had the biochip installed. With the help of the scientists, I tracked Megan to a private section of the ranch. There, I ran into Yaron Namir, the walking tank who'd put a bullet in my brain the first time we met. He'd teamed up with Zhao and was hoping to catch me off guard. Their little ambush didn't work. I found Megan in a suite belonging to Hugh Darrow, the billionaire philanthropist who'd Sarif had called on for help. Darrow had convinced her to go along with the biochip plan by promising to sabotage the tech. As she was explaining this, Darrow appeared in a global broadcast, telling the world that augmentations would be the death of mankind. Then he activated the biochips to prove his point. All over the world, augmented people flew into a killing frenzy. Darrow had betrayed everyone, and it was up to me to set things right. To do it, I had to reach Panchaea, a massive installation in the Arctic Ocean. As I raced through corridors built by an all-augmented workforce, I saw death and destruction firsthand. By the time I shut down Darrow's broadcast, I knew the damage he'd done. Still, humanity's future remained unclear. How would the world react to this sabotage? Would people ever regain their faith in augmentations again? What would be the Illuminati's next move? Only time will give us the answers. I once thought I could save the world. Now look at it.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard sister airlines flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew.
Has to be loud.
Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident.
I don't know.
That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the
There was
greatest
a place in
loss of
Zaragoza
life in
called
recent
Kazan.
history.
It's pretty funny. Never mind.
Sometimes
The name.
you just have to let go
The name matches.
and embrace what you've become.
Not gonna go all wonky on us now, Hansa, are you?
Well, if I do, McCready, I guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Jensen! Am I gonna have a problem with you?
Hey dude, just chill the fuck out.
No reason to assume you would.
Good, because you are the only augmented operative on this team, and I intend to make good use of you.
Hey,
Listen up, all of
whoa.
you.
That
We've got
objectification.
a sandstorm barreling down our ass, and we can't afford to
Down
make
that a bit.
mistakes. We're going after this man,
And also,
an
I
arms
mean-
dealer named Shepard. He's ex-Bell Tower, one of the Special Forces commanders who disappeared during the incident.
And he's come out of hiding. That cannot be good.
It's not. He's selling weapons and military-grade augments to terrorists. This is Iran Singh, the undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his hole. Best you see Interpol's got. For 3 years he's worked hard to get in tight with the Jinn. an Iraqi smuggling cartel that's infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week, our arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise dirt cheap. They told Singh to handle the buy.
They're not gonna like it when Interpol disrupts their party. Sing's cover really that good?
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down. A half-finished high-rise hotel that's been abandoned ever since the incident. It's not a pretty picture inside.
Let me guess. Most of the laborers were augmented with heavy-duty industrial rigs. So when the incident hit, and they all went schizo, things got gruesome real fast.
And no one, except for some homeless junkies, have been inside the place ever since.
So what's the plan, Director?
Singh's meeting Shepard on the ground floor, inside the hotel's main atrium. He sent the bulk of his Jinn crew to the penthouse levels to secure a vantage point. I want McCready's team to take up positions overlooking the atrium and make the arrest. Jensen, you're going in solo from the roof.
My objectives?
Keep the Jinn from joining the party. As far as we can tell, only one route connects the atrium to the penthouse level, a halfway decent elevator shaft. Here. I want you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
Do you plan on relying solely on your augments for this one? I'd recommend taking a little hardware, just to be sure.
We've got a UC in there. Might be easier to maintain his cover if he's not the only one still breathing when this is done.
Smart thinking.
Yeah, but if anything does happen to him, you'll be telling his wife. After you get out of the hospital, of course.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there.
I don't know.
But a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
Well, I'm not looking to play dice with anyone in there. Give me something with distance.
Your call. Less chance of being seen and compromising Singh that way. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said the Jinn are using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communications. He's got a better chance of maintaining cover if you disable it.
Okay.
We'll keep an eye out for it. But aren't we on the clock here? You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this mission at the very last minute. So we're scrambling a little. If it comes to it, your #1 priority is keeping the Jinn out of that atrium.
Copy that.
Time to put away your happy thoughts, gentlemen. We're approaching the target building.
You're up first, Jensen. Let's do this.
Let's.
Task Force action. This is Knife Leader. Engage Hush drives and descend to Angels 1-5.
Oh, it's pretty cool. I didn't remember this game being that it's fucking cool. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean it's Ubisoft. Oh, Jensen, you're like an outlet Icarus.
Team leader, this is Jensen. I'm on the roof.
Solid copy. Move into the building. The access route you need to block is at the far end of the penthouses. And keep in mind, the direct route might not be the easiest one.
Roger that.
McCready will advise once his team is on the ground. Miller out.
This is playing soccer. They really. What the hell? I mean, come on, Square. Really? The seagulls. They're broken. They're not flappy enough. Flying star. No! I don't know why you did. I didn't want to do that. I threw a gas grenade.
Jensen, we're moving through. Oh, fuck!
What's wrong?
The Jinn have got a few Jennies up and running. We're gonna have to hack keypads.
You should enjoy it, McCready. They have colors and shapes. Just remember, red means bad.
Fuck you.
Fuck yeah. I mean, it's right, like.
How do I crouch? No? Okay. Retardation unknown. Ah, there it is. All right. I love how this happens in video games. When people is about to die, they spend some time to actually write their last thoughts.
Yep. It's a little bit strange.
It is, right? It is. Goal acquired. I love your hair, Adam Jensen. If only had that hair. That's actually, yeah, I deserve that. Yeah, I mean, the people feel cold. Come on. But then the sandstorm. How they did that? Is this a lattice? Or a pixie? Crap. What? No. Oh, so I can see it's active. Oh. Interessant. Don't sleep, please. Just accompany me in this follow.
I know it sounds like a lame excuse.
It does sound like a lame excuse. Okay, so is it possible that there is a door. This is extremely strange, this rotation. Whoa! We have the code, right? 4. Nope. I guess we should put some place.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Tutorial mode, okay, yes, enter tutorial mode. Totally need that. Cool.
أنا ما بحبش هذا المكان لأنه بخوف على الآخر.
Okay. Oh. I didn't want to kill him. That was a little bit too much. Now we have the thing. So now this is the right one.
Jensen, Mac, listen up. Doppler shows that sandstorm's moving in fast. It's big, and it's gonna hit us hard.
God, I hate the fucking desert. Confirm visual?
I can. Time is not on our side.
Copy that.
Solid copy.
Solid copy. You go. Money. Bullets. Okay. I'm pretty okay. Are you okay? What about you? You okay? You sure? Oh. Just for the sake of it. Oh, that is very nice. So I can let myself drop. So, silence implementation. Okay. So what now? Oh, yeah. If I fall, what is my energy? Oh, I see. Well, my inventory is, I mean, it looks pretty cool, but I don't think it's very useful. You're done.
Installed the signal booster already?
عشان المخزن من المخازن اللي موجودة على السطح عشان تكون بعيدة من الرمل.
Good. Too much riding on this thing. Last thing we need is it comes breaking down.
فهمت. يلا نبتدي نتحرك.
That was fast. We installed the signal booster already?
عشان المخزن من المخازن اللي موجودة على السطح عشان تكون بعيدة من الرمل.
Good. There is too much riding on this thing. Last thing we need is the comes breaking down.
فهمت. يلا نبتدي نتحرك.
McCready, how you making out?
Slower than expected. It's like someone's tilled a fucking cemetery down here.
Say again?
When the shit hit the fan in 27, the rush must have been for the stairs. There's corpses everywhere. A lot of your cousins are here too, Jensen. You want me to grab you any spare parts?
Come on,
no
man.
parts. But I take mine with cream and 2 sugars while you're asking.
في حاجة عندك؟ لا.
That's pretty cool. Whoa. Very nice. Oh, hexagonal thing. It's broken. multitud. Biocell, granadas, item. Well, so I cannot craft anything. Cool. Main missions. See the boxes to the atrium. Would be nice. Outfits.
This is taking too long. We should be done already.
Jensen, what's your 20?
Working my way through the penthouses.
Remember to keep an eye out for the Jinn's communications booster. If you can, disable it.
Roger that.
The signal booster is online.
Good. I could barely hear them down there. Okay.
بص عليه وراقب.
Listen up, everyone. Change tapped into the Jinn's radio signal. Checking the patch now. We should be hearing Singh any second.
خليل الراجل اللي هيبيع لنا الحاجات جايه كمان شويه. روح قول لبقيه الناس ان انا هحصلكم وخليكم يعني منتظرين.
Patch is clean.
Solid copy.
Good. I'll repatch us once the deal kicks off.
Miller, I've disabled the Jinn's comms booster. Should make it harder for them to listen in on the deal.
Good work. With luck, Singh's cover will still be intact when this is over.
Roger that. Moving on to primary. Target now.
Oh. Into my setup to song wherever you
مفيش حاجة هنا غير الرملة. What was that? Cell that will replenish my biothermy energy. This one. Right click is Typhoon. Okay, so L1 is Magic View. Just pretty amazing.
back. Not for longies. I was getting there, getting into the game. Apparently the game mechanic is don't do anything stupid, and that seems to work pretty well. Ooh, so I can have augmentations, inventory, augmentajuna, huh? Small cabrón. Augmentering, yeah. I think I limited my killing to just one because I pressed the circle button a little bit too long. But what I'm supposed to do is open.
Jensen, we're inside the atrium, taking up positions on the terraces. What's your 20?
Still moving.
Well, hurry the fuck up. Enemy helo is inbound and this sandstorm's getting close. You get that comms booster disabled?
Affirmative. Booster's fried.
So maybe the Tin Man does have a heart after all. Way to look out for your team. McCready out.
Loot. Maybe I need to hide in the body. But the thing is, when you ragdollize them, it's never mind, you're Megadon. Don't be so awesome. Oh, I can smell what's gonna happen right now.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
This is Jensen. Penthouse access route secure. Jin shouldn't be a problem. Over.
Copy that.
About fucking time. Enemy helo sighted.
I've never asked for this.
All right, strike force, position and hold.
Oh.
Strike 1, in position.
Strike 2, all set. Strike 3, yeah.
Strike 4, in position and holding, boss. Eyes up, safety's off, guys.
Yeah, no shit, brown nose.
Watch your fucking mouth, Halliday.
Both of you, shut up. 5 in position.
Really?
Everybody stay sharp. Singh's got eyes on Shepard. Patching you in now.
Target's in the AO. Remember, Singh's down there, so watch your fire.
You got balls, Singh? Executing a buy with a sandstorm on her ass?
I cannot take credit for Mother Nature, mister.
You can call me Shepard.
How biblical. Are these the weapons?
The Orcs. They're getting harder to come by. Guns are still on the chopper. Show me the cash quick and we'll...
Oh, what the?
The part was quick clashed. Shepard is dead.
What? By who? What's going on down there?
Miller, this isn't the Jinn. Repeat, it's not the Jinn.
They're after the weapons. Open fire! Open fire!
Weapons free! Open up!
Creed, make it a grab for the chopper. You got a shot?
Negative. We're under heavy fire down here. We can't let that chopper take off, Jensen.
I got it.
This is bad! They're closing in! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
Silly. Vikings group.
This is bad! They're closing in! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
Who's hit? Jensen! Strike team! Sound off!
It's Singh! Repeat, Singh is dead! Oh, good fucking job, Jensen, you fucking bellend!
Miller, chopper's been grounded. Repeat.
Jensen!
You're welcome.
Shit.
Artificial eyes to prosthetic limbs.
From molecular-sized computers.
Human-controlled evolution available to all.
We will merge with machines, with
When
computers.
this is done, the Illuminati won't be able to control men and women like you. No, stop! Get planned. Scenes of horror on the streets of Detroit.
Madness has gripped mechanically augmented people.
Shanghai, Los Angeles, Ankara, Dubai.
People are dying out there. Millions of people.
The search for survivors in Pangaea has been downgraded to a recovery mission.
The Czech Republic leads a growing list of countries calling for the relocation of its augmented citizens.
It's a new world, Adam. It's afraid of people like us.
Bust into safe and secure Seraph Industries closely.
You didn't think it would end with the AUG incident, did you?
We were victims. This is retribution for a tragedy we could not control.
They control the news. They buried the truth with disinformation.
Multiple detonations. Looks like car bombs.
Another terrorist attack, this time in a police station.
The United Nations Security Council has passed
The new anti-terrorist intelligence and response team will have Task Force 29.
Agent Jensen.
I won't let it happen again.
What have the events in Dubai cost us?
They knew the risks.
How many assets did we lose?
All of them. This sandstorm didn't help.
The mission was a success.
Clearly, your scale for success is a generous one. However, the erratic nature of the attack could work to our advantage. Interpol will be confused for weeks, and with our continued guidance, the people will come round eventually. We are all in this for the long game, after all.
That's never changed.
You think so? Do I need to remind you all how far we have veered off course? The AUG incident has caused a schism in society. Things are worse than we projected, and growing more unstable every day. This will not be tolerated. To ensure the success of our vision, the disruptive elements must be excised.
No one here disagrees with you. But let me fly to New York and I will personally evaluate the situation. We may already have the votes we need to ensure that the Human Restoration Act passes.
Very well. Stanton, you accompany. We may need to exert financial as well as political pressure to silence anyone opposed. Proceed. Elizabeth, I'll contact you later.
It won't succeed, Lucius, even with Dowd's money. You know what Rand will find in New York? Weak, ineffectual men. And with Nathaniel Brown still an unknown factor.
Of course. That is why we're proceeding with our alternate strategy. You have claimed much in the past, Huge. This is your chance to deliver.
Everything is in place. We can initiate whenever you wish.
I'll secure your communications, Bob. Jaina seems to have eyes everywhere these days. He and his Juggernaut Collective...
Janus won't be an issue. I've made arrangements. I laid the foundations. Now it is time to get everyone's attention. Page, activate the sleep cell.
Oh my god, that's the conspiracies ever. Oh, come on. Really?
Konečná stanice Růžičkovo nádraží. Příjezd za 5 minut.
Miller, it's Jensen. Just getting off the train now.
Copy that. We'll debrief when you get in. You coming straight to the office?
Unless there's a problem at a checkpoint.
Your papers should be in order. Just keep your head down. Miller out.
Hold off.
No, I'm afraid they are not. The papers are no good. You just let my wife think. You, come here. Yes, you. Let them introduce.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Very sorry.
Damn it.
Oh, cool. Damn Clank! Why don't you watch where you're going?
Here, let me help you with that, ma'am.
Ma'am? Seriously?
I could have gone with Sweetie. You get my message about Dubai?
Yeah. I'm glad you're all right, Adam. That ambush sounded pretty bad, man.
Not something I was expecting, that's for sure. Any idea who hit us?
Well, I'm sure your task force will come up with something. And that it won't be what the Juggernaut Collective digs up. Kinda odd, though, don't you think? Interpol sending your team, the Prague team, to Dubai in the first place?
Miller said they were scrambling. Last minute intel. We were the only strike team available.
Yeah, well, that's a lie. Better get moving. The Collective has been keeping tabs on all task force divisions ever since we slipped you into one of them. They've got a team in Oman. Could have been a hell of a lot faster than you guys.
So why send us?
I don't know. If the task force is an Illuminati front, we all suspect, it doesn't make much sense to send it into an ambush.
Unless they wanted our team to see something. Officially.
Augové, připravte si papíry.
Připravte si papíry. Kurva, kurva.
Připravte si papíry na inspekci.
Don't make a scene, Adam.
Wouldn't dream of it, Alex.
Nezastavuj se!
I swear it's gotten even worse here in the past few days. Everyone looking over their shoulder. Terrified Augs like us are going to attack them again.
Somebody probably will. Treat people like animals long enough, they'll start acting like animals.
You say that like there's nothing we could do to stop it.
I already tried 2 years ago. It didn't work out so well.
So what? Are you saying we should just give up? Let hatred and prejudice take over? To hell with that!
I'm saying I can only go after enemies I see, Alex. The men who caused all this, the true power brokers, they're the ones I need to stop. I thought you knew that.
I do. You, me, the Juggernaut Collective, we're all trying to stop them. Doesn't mean turning a blind eye to...
Then help me find them.
Get back in line, sir.
Hold it! Hand over your papers. Just watch yourself, Clank.
Can't believe you're doing that!
Run this on you.
Put your hands off of that!
Make this any harder than it has to be.
I hate this city. Come on. If you're right about Dubai, about the Illuminati needing your team as witnesses, then we need to find out why. Who gave you the order to mobilize?
Miller did. But it probably came from someone higher up the chain.
Doesn't mean he's not in on it. Ever heard of the NSN?
A neural subnet, sure. In TF-29, directors use it to plan ops and communicate privately in cyberspace. What's this?
Whisper chip. Custom-made wiretap device. Janus designed it to fit inside the NSN's motherboard.
Ah, the elusive Janus. Leader of the hacktivists. Am I ever gonna meet this guy?
Someday, maybe. Right now you need to concentrate on Miller and find a way to access the NSN's motherboard.
Alex, you okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get out of here. Do you hear that? I'm gonna check it out.
Okay, be careful. We'll talk.
Stand back, let me help. Hold on. Shit. Alex, it's Adam.
Hey, you sound like shit. How you feeling?
A little sore, but I'll be alright. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I've been through worse. Jesus, how fucked up is that to think, huh?
Listen, Alex, my systems are acting up a little, so I've got to get checked out. But if you want to meet or...
What? No, I'm fine, man. You just take care of you. This girl's built tough. Give me a call when you're useful again, okay?
Alright, I will. Talk to you soon.
Oh.
Open blinds.
Good morning, Adam. You have one new message.
From?
David Sarif.
Play it.
Adam, it's David. I know it's been a while, but after what happened in Prague yesterday... Look, son, whatever reasons you've had for not getting in touch these last 2 years, well, life's too short. I'm leaving for London soon, but give me a call.
You saved his vidcall number?
Yes, Adam. Just activate your TV system.
Oh, yeah! You know, before that little musical interlude there, I was talking about some serious shit. So let's keep... Let me get this out of the way when talking about the AUG incident. I've always hated that term. Incident? Incident? Steve using the head after eating 3 burritos and forgetting to light a match. That's an incident. What happened that fateful day in 2027 was beyond terror any of us has ever seen. Try AUG Travis. Try AUG Massive. Come on, AUG Armageddon. Because that's where we're headed, thanks to the horror of the Illuminati and their humanity-friendly puppets unleashed on the Earth. That day.
Somehow. I think this game is about these kind of international conspiracies. They seem to be like so incredibly confined. These windows are things. Okay. Tube. This is whatever. Middle weight and the shape. Jesus. The judge is in charge for declaring mistrial. Once officer record Calvert testified that hundreds of Virginia who have tried to buy in and selling prostitutes are inadvertently being shredded. Alright. Stated that the officer responsible for the mistake has been placed in pains. I mean, the feet is they're completely mechanical. This is pretty cool. And everything here is like incredibly cool. Because it makes your pad look nice. Saddles? Ah, for riding horses, you mean? Can I shave? I can't shave. It's cool because I'm just checking my... I'm just checking that... Whoa, hey, just... Calm down. The game, I think that they patched the game and it's like
much about this Task Force 29 division lately. The one Interpol created in 20... Horrifying breakdown of cooperation between the intelligence gathering organizations worldwide. Not like we're expecting, of course. I mean, it's not like they can come out and say, we've created a special intelligence force of natural-born killers who can enter your country whenever it wants, bust into your house, and detain
As you wish.
how long if you happen to buy a pack of cigarettes from a local 7-Eleven. But if you read what I'm reading these days, and by that I mean UN resolutions, one which ratified them. You'd be appalled. Not only do these guys have no restrictions as far as international boundaries go, they're charged with both preventing attacks and investigating them after they happen. That's right, geniuses. TF-29 gets to pick and choose which attacks to stop and which they want to roll. All I hear them saying is they can rub their punchy, world-dominating hands together. To remind them to fight the old police. Or I get a little terrified to remind them that we're here to protect them, not control them. Brilliant followers. Fucking New World Order. Brilliant.
Adam, thanks for calling me back, son.
Seraph.
I heard about the bombing in Prague. It's all over the news. Did anyone you know get hurt?
You know me. Tend to keep to myself. I'm surprised you even know I'm here.
Interpol called me when you applied for the job, part of their extensive background checks. I gave you a glowing recommendation.
Thanks. What do you want?
What do I want? Jeez, Adam. I know I did some questionable things in the past, but a lot's happened in the last 2 years. To both of us.
That's true. For what it's worth, I'm glad you made it out of Panchaea.
Thank you. It wasn't easy, as I'm sure you know. I was at death's door by the time the rescue crews pulled me out of the wreckage, and while the doctors were stitching me back together, my company fell apart. There wasn't anything I could do to stop it, not from a hospital bed.
I heard Tai Young Medical bought everything up.
They're the only biotech corporation that could, after the incident. Our patents, our tech, everything. Oh well, sometimes one dream has to die so another can rise from its ashes.
What about Megan Reed?
You heard anything from Megan?
After all we went through, I thought she'd stand by me. Still, you know, she always wanted to be at the cutting edge. She didn't see a future for herself in Detroit, so she went to VersaLife.
She moved to Hong Kong?
San Francisco. They've got an offshore research facility there named Roca Seca Beach. I'm sure you've seen it in the news.
California, huh? I wonder if she's told her mother.
You want my advice, son? Write her out of your life. Because I'm damn sure she's written us out of hers.
You talked to Pritchard lately?
Frank! Out of all of us, I think he's the one who's changed the least.
He'd probably tell you there wasn't anything about him that needed changing.
I'm sure he would. But when the world transforms itself the way ours has, people need to adapt or get left behind. Frank's freelance now, but he's still in computer security, still in Detroit. I don't know if he'll ever leave.
Your message said you were going to London. Casual trip? Or is this tied to the new dream?
I'm, meeting with the Santo Group, Nathaniel Brown and his investors.
Santo? They built the Udalek complex, the Og Ghetto, here in Prague. Why are you meeting with them?
Brown's got big plans. He wants to focus on real solutions, ideas that look to the future. You've heard of the Safe Harbor Initiative?
I've heard of Rabia, the walled city he and his company are building in the desert for Augs.
Rabia's just a part of it. We're talking about self-sustaining, energy-efficient arcologies that can be replicated anywhere on Earth. Cities built by the augmented, for the augmented.
Where the dream of self-controlled human evolution lives on.
It may not seem like it right now, son, but one day, people will move on from the incident. And when that happens, we'll be ready for it. I'm glad we caught up, Adam. I've always tried to look out for you, you know. That bombing yesterday.
You didn't call to talk about the bombing. Just ask.
Nothing, really. I just need a signature so I can finish filing the bankruptcy paperwork.
You need my signature?
Yeah, apparently there was some kind of bureaucratic mix-up caused by you being declared legally dead for a year. The apartment in Detroit was leased in your name, even though we paid for it.
Fine. Send me the paperwork.
Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it, really.
Goodbye, Seraph.
An experience. That is why I moved to the Utrecht complex.
I thought you were forced to leave your native Germany. Were there not allegations that you...
Those accusations were false. When I arrived in Prague...
There was a terrorist bombing at a local church.
But ARC had nothing to do with it. We are...
A non-violent organization. Yes, you said that. That was 6 months ago. Earlier today, the Ruzicka train station fell victim to a bombing. The third to hit Prague in recent months. Is this really the face of a pacifist? Join the discussion online and let us know what you think. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. And now for a close look at events making headlines.
Soon after, I think.
Special intelligence force of natural-born killers who can enter your country whenever it wants, bust into your house, and detain you for who knows how long if you happen to buy a pack of cigarettes from the local 7-Eleven guy. But if you read what I'm reading these days, and by that I mean UN Resolution 051, which ratified you not only do these guys have no restrictions as far as international boundaries go.
Miller, it's Jensen.
It's good to finally hear from you, Agent. You doing okay?
Sorry about the downtime. I'll get to the office as soon as I can, but my Augs took a hit during the attack. I need to get them looked at.
Of course. There's a lot of work ahead of us, Jensen. I'll see you when you get in.
Dr. Kohler, I need to pay you a visit.
Jensen! Now's actually a really good time for me, like right now!
Something wrong?
There are some guys in my bookshop. Pissed off the Valley gangster-looking guys. So, unless you want bloodshed the day after a terror attack...
The front door isn't the most peaceful option. I got it.
Proč mě musíte otravovat? Nemám čas. My neighbor was augmented, and they destroyed their apartment 2 years ago.
Alright.
Now this. You know, they are saying he was part...
Get lost, wretch.
Now this. You know, they are saying he was part of...
Sacra!
He is just a poor
Seeker, are you prepared for the ascension?
I think you've got the wrong guy.
No, I can see your purity. You are close, so close, and the Singularity Church of the Machine God can help take you the rest of the way. You know of it?
I don't think your church can help me get where I'm going.
Each of us lives with needs and desires, begging and howling for attention, for fulfillment. We barely have time to ponder what, if anything, lies beyond this wretched world.
And you have some idea of what that might be?
I am but a servant, tasked with spreading the word and offering hope to those who have none. But I have the teachings of the Church to guide me. What would you like to know?
This Singularity Church of the Machine God. For augmented only?
The word of the Mother. Only the gifted will ascend. She has cast out the flesh-flawed in preparation.
So you're here on a recruitment drive, to fill up the numbers.
And more. The Builder lives in this place, the dreamer of our ascension, now cast out at the will of the Mother.
Let me guess, he's one of the flesh-flawed.
No, he simply had a crisis of faith. But I am not so blinded by my faith as others are. He was a friend once, a mentor, a leader in our church. Some of us remember. Do you have more questions?
I do, actually. What's this thing, Ascension?
Tell me more about this Ascension.
Our minds will depart their corporeal shells and merge with the divine consciousness of the Machine God. This is the Ascension.
Okay. Sounds like you're talking about uploading a copy of your brains to a computer. I didn't think that was possible yet.
Thanks to the Builder, it is. But it is much more than a simple copy. It is transference. Joseph called it an evolution of the human condition. Do you have more questions, Seeker?
Nothing right now. Maybe some other time.
Very well, Seeker. I will be here if you change your mind.
Hatred. I broke. I hated myself and my augmented body, but no longer.
Cool.
I have searched for salvation, and I have found the answer. Wisdom lies in the Machine God, friend. Join us.
Another one. Oh, look at this. You look like one of those Singularity Church crazies. As long as you don't bother anyone or blow some shit up, you can pretend you're the Machine God all you want.
If you're not shopping, you don't need to stick around.
You looking for the best prices in Prague? Not talking hot dogs here.
If the hot dogs aren't your main business, why don't you have a store?
See, this way, I get to keep my overhead down and pass on the savings to the customers.
Entrepreneurial.
Better believe it.
What have you got?
Well, I got info. The kind that's worth something.
Could always use reliable intel.
Who couldn't? But for that, I only accept payment in Europozine.
I don't have any.
Sorry, it's a deal breaker. But find me again if you get any, okay?
Pouze v případě nouze volejte 112. Na místní oddíl státní policie se obracejte přímo.
I am not too proud to take charity, friend.
That is all I have left.
Are you some kind of activist or something? Get a job.
No offense, but I don't deal with people like you. You need to go to the red light district. If you can get there.
You live around here, don't you? Forget it. Stupid question. I won't let you live anywhere else.
Don't be naive. They have the reason. Ruzika. To them, I am no longer a person.
Not now.
Don't be naive. They have the reason. Ruzika. To them, I am
You, have anything on you?
Čau, kotě.
I'm desperate.
Jsi tu sám? Jestli nechceš číslo, akorát plejtváš mým drahoceným časem. Proti vašemu životnímu stylu nic nemám, akorát se s váma nechci bavit.
Can I get some posy off you? Just a taste. A half dose would be fine. Just something to get past the nausea.
This has been planned since the incident.
Stop. Back off. Stop talking.
Get away from me.
Stop talking. You sound like that conspiracy number for radio.
He's not a nut. Look around. Look at what's being done and tell me someone isn't trying to control your men. Look, it's in the secret societies and everything.
Come on. You're getting yourself worked up. Just a little bit.
No. I want the full inventory. Should I try this thing?
License, permit, voucher, document of authority, temporary pass, travel coupon, and/or certificate of authenticity.
Good old days, we'd just ask for ID.
Good old days are gone. Haven't seen one of these before. Orange level. You are some kind of badass?
Just someone with a job to do.
And the tools to do it, obviously. Go on through.
Alright.
You check out. Paperwork is up to date and you can freely cross this checkpoint.
Oh, ahoy.
What can I get you? Beer? Something else?
Something else.
What else have you got?
Oh, just an item of interest.
For someone who lives off of their sales, you're unusually reserved.
Well, sometimes it's hard to know who to trust, especially these days. For example, I don't suppose you have any neuropozyne you would be willing to spare, do you?
Sorry, I don't.
That's okay, I understand. Times are tough. Is there anything I can do for you?
That's gonna be a beer.
I'll have a beer.
Here you go. Anything else?
Yeah, typical.
I'm good for now.
As you wish. Hello again.
I'm good for now.
As you wish.
Stop right there! Yeah, you! Down on your knees! Hands behind your head. Yes, I'm going to frisk you now. Don't
This
move.
district is great. Lots of abandoned buildings to squat in.
That's for me to find out. Hold still.
Nothing to spare, right? No, of course not. No one has anything for their fellow man.
Are you some kind of activist or something? Get a job.
Hate this district. There is only one.
Hope it doesn't start raining. Don't forget about your permit.
Doc Larry. Show me latest papers. Otherwise you cannot go through here.
I know the drill.
The drill has changed. Too many forgeries. All OGs must now carry a supplementary permit authentication card. Do you have this card?
My documentation's never been a problem before. It's not about to become one now.
You sure about this? I am policeman. You see uniform. You see gun.
You know, now that you mention it, your setup looks a little odd. Budget cuts?
No need to insult us. Times are difficult for a regional document checking police. But fact remains, if you continue this way without newest permit, I am legally obliged to shoot you.
Is that right?
My friend, I know what you're thinking. It's terrible the way they make laws against your kind. But listen, maybe I can do something to help. We could come to an understanding.
What kind of understanding?
Lucky for you, I know a guy. An expert in permitification. A document agent. He offers permits, authentication cards. Peace of mind. With his help, you go wherever you want, whenever you want. No more hassles. What do you say?
Supposing I wanted to pass through here right now, before getting this special document of yours. Any way for me to do that?
Sure. I suggest our pay-and-go plan. It consists of you paying me, and then me letting you go.
You mean bribery?
Wink, wink, my friend. I prefer the term standard fine.
It is fine.
Tell you what, I'll even give you the good citizen discount.
Yeah.
Just this once.
Come on with that. Having money.
This document agent you mentioned, you see the one in charge? He gets you to stop Oggs and offer them this opportunity to do business with him.
Go see for yourself. My friend has documents to pass checkpoints, to keep police off your back, to get into parts of Prague you never knew existed. Tell him Drahomir sent you. You'll see. Okay. I give you address, yes?
Thank you. Ciao.
All right, give me the address. I think I'd like to see who's behind all this.
Shekashka. There's a courtyard behind the apartment building. Very easy to find. My friend will be there. He will get you latest permit car. Just pay him and don't ask questions.
Sorry.
I'm serious. I've got nothing for you. I'm serious. I saw him last night out.
Zatracený augové.
There's got to be a better way to get neon. We are neither buying nor selling. There's got to be a better way to get neon. In this city.
The Rainbow Road goes through Bonbon. You know this place.
The rich. They get neon delivered right to their bed. All automated. They bypass the...
Please, I can... I was here first. Please, I can pay you. You must have neuropathy.
I only sell neon. Sorry, we only sell rainbows. A different kind of neon. It is called neon. All about it. That was a strange noise.
Shit, no!
How could it ever come to this?
Saving here. Fine. Thank you.
Street is off limits, Oyobok. Private function. All businesses are temporarily closed.
Fucking Uyobki. Have no pride.
This is not right. You hear that?
Blood?
It's in the air. You can almost taste it. Like, hang on. It's in
Sorry, just a moment.
I said your papers are expired.
Reach.
I was lucky to get through.
Papers are out of date.
The papers.
I got them last week.
Excuse me.
Yes, you have some questions.
How does this Arabia work? Do you need Augs to build it, or do you want us to build it?
Hey, Jensen, are you close? Things are getting, complicated over here. I could really use your help.
I'll be there when I can, Kohler.
I have a real craving for
When you wish upon a star.
What?
The song. It's in my head. It makes me feel the old puppet.
No, I don't believe it.
Oh, fuck. Don't you have anything better to do than waste my time? Think real hard.
Papíry, prosím.
This is getting to be a real pain.
Chvilku strpení, prosím. Skenuju. Co pak tady máme? OK. Žádný problémy? Tak jo, Augu. Můžeš jít dál.
What do you want, Clank? Get back to York and walk, or I'll send you someplace even worse.
And it has to be a violation of our rights. Try to look professional.
Elena would look better. That Dark was trying to help us. For an hour,
Access granted.
Should double. Bomb attacks. Should double, right? Bomb attacks. We got this. Well, at least the weapon was hope it doesn't start raining. The right world. What will they act like? Elena will hope that they're all come over here.
What a waste of time. Keep it coming to yourself.
This is taking too long.
Check it out.
See you in your book!
Sure.
Hey, did it. Well, at least the weapons look almost right. Elena would look better if she were right here. Any idea what today's take is? Hold on. Someone is coming up. We should double the price. Bomb attacks. We should double the price.
It must be quite a
Bomb
bombs
attacks.
here.
Right, keep quiet. Elena would look better if she were right here.
back here today.
Yeah, at least the weapons look almost right. Shoot devil, right? Bomb attacks. Right, land of the wire. I wasn't paying attention. What are we doing now? Hope it doesn't start raining. Water, please. Act fast.
Found him by now.
Come here. I think I saw something.
Too exposed.
Pathetic!
Sure beats knocking over liquor stores. Elena would look better if she put dye in her hair.
Problem if we come forward. Hate this district. Gangs me along. Just make sure.
Anyone look in that truck?
Start throwing shit up.
What the building over there? Did you clear it?
If I were inside, I would have found him by now. Hate this district. There is all wrong. I am convinced he is not here. Should you want me Nothing.
This place is a fucking mess. You little nerd. If these books were worth anything, we would take them. Jackie.
Easy. Everywhere. Are you using your eyes or trying to find
I see you. Damn. Thought that he has nowhere else to go. He is here.
Does he have an apartment in the city, maybe? No more excuses. Find him. What a waste of fucking time.
I will count to 10. Then come out.
No way that little rat is here.
What if he was never here?
Hold on. Heard something. What kind of weirdo owns a bookstore?
there is always a secret room.
There could be a secret passage.
Vaclav!
Good at hiding.
Vaclav!
Start throwing shit up.
He must have left.
Set this place on fire. He'll be on
Where else could know you? No buck like that go. What if he isn't even here?
Stop hiding. Find him. Anyone see this Uyo?
He's not here. I know it.
He is.
Going to make that Uyobok.
We have other collections to make. Bodies reapers are my guilty pleasure. Come out.
Turn this place into a nice bar.
Shut up and find him. It's pretty obvious to me like he's gone.
How long do we keep looking? When I find him,
We be here.
Jensen! Thank God! I'm down in the dungeon, man! You remember the title of my super secret book, right?
I remember it's red.
Jensen, I'm getting worried. Should I be calling every police station in town looking for you?
That's not necessary. I'll be in soon.
Good, because we've got work to do.
Jensen, my favorite techno wonderkind. Sorry about the goons, man. They didn't give you too much trouble, did they?
They're not gonna be a problem for now. What do they want? You behind on your protection money?
I don't think it's about money. I got this little misunderstanding with their boss, Otar. You know how it is with these gangster types.
Enough to know that there's no such thing as a little misunderstanding.
Diwali internal politics. I'm gonna get it sorted. Gonna see the big boss myself. As soon as things settle down. The day after a bombing, man, it's... Well, I mean, it's scary, right? I'm surprised people go out at all.
Sometimes people don't have a choice. My systems took a hit. I was hoping you could help me get everything running again.
Took a hit? You mean... Oh, shit! Why didn't you say so? We need to get you in the chair. The chair. You know, I've always wanted to get a closer look at those satty fogs of yours. A real close look. So let's strap you in, get the gas going, and then, well, then I just need to sort of dive in. Feel my way around.
What exactly are you going to do to me?
I'm not sure yet. First, I gotta get in there to see what's wrong. But don't worry. I'm not gonna do anything to you I wouldn't do to myself. I promise. Besides, you've been here a few times. You know I'm professional.
You've never had to put me under before.
I never saw you the day after an explosion before either. That was a big shock to your system, man. Kaboom! Now, you want me to fix you or not?
Hang on a sec, you're gonna put me under for how long? What if the Diwali send reinforcements?
Oh, you're just stalling. Those illiterates aren't going to get in here. Don't be scared of the chair, okay? The chair is gentle. I promise. This thing with the Diwali is nothing. Otar's pissing where he shouldn't.
I count on you to fix me, Kohler. To some extent, your problems are my problems.
That's sweet, Jensen. Otar Botkovelli is the Diwali #2 guy. The men outside, they were his men. But the big boss man is Radic Nikoladze. He is the #1 guy. And I know Radic, so don't worry about it. Now, are we gonna do this procedure, or what?
All right, let's just get this over with.
Relax, Jensen. It's gonna be fine. You won't even know I'm in there. You'll feel weightless, far away, like you're someone else. But Kohler's gonna bring you back and make you you again. Before you know it.
What?
Oh, thank God. Take it easy. I swear I didn't mean to... Your retinal display should be back soon. You can still move, right?
Where did you...
I was trying to connect the unconnected. But you got some strange fucking ogs back there. I mean, I probably shouldn't have. Here, let me get you some water. Or something stronger, maybe?
Water.
You got it, Jensen. Just ease out. Don't freak out. Rebooting was the only way to save you.
Save me from what, Kohler?
Core meltdown. You almost melted my chair. So I reset you, and I found these... I think it's better if I show you what I found. Bring up your system display. You need to see this for yourself. These are your implants. You're familiar with all these, right?
Yeah, David Seraph installed them. Took 2 years for my body to get used to everything.
Right. Well, I had to undo some of that getting used to.
What's going on, Kohler? Why do I feel different?
Something was trying to vampire the juice out of you. I couldn't figure out what until after the reboot. Turns out your Factory Zero is not the standard Factory Zero.
What am I looking at?
Experimental fucking test dogs, man. Hidden inside your body.
You're telling me I got more implants than I thought I did?
More than your body can handle. Pretty cool, right?
I'm not sure yet.
I want to show you what happens when you activate one of these suckers. See that? Major spike in your power consumption.
Where the hell did these things come from?
I can't answer that. All I know is the explosion must have woken them up. But man, you wanna use these crazy fucking things? That's your right. We just gotta make sure it doesn't fry you. Now, I think I maybe got an idea on how to do that. Try shutting down one of your other implants. You know, just for fun. Go ahead, Jensen. Shut down one of the implants you're not using. See that? Cooled you right down. You have the power to balance your system if you want. Just, you know, don't activate everything all at once.
What would happen if I did?
Well, you'd suffer some major glitches due to overheating. We're talking risk of permanent damage. So, you know, maybe don't do that.
All right. Reset me now, Kohler. I'll reactivate what I need myself.
Okay, so I'm not always gonna be there for you like this. I can't just follow you around to reset things and hold your neural weave together. Whatever choices you make from here on out, they're your choices.
Thought you were supposed to be my AUG expert.
I specialize in Chinese black market, okay? The shit I found hidden inside you, spliced into your system like that, looks to me like it's from Mars, man.
I'm pretty sure they're not from Mars.
I feel bad. You deserve answers I can't give you. I can help manage your system better than anyone in Prague. Help you make the most of the new AUGs we just found.
But you can't tell me where the hell they came from. As far as I know, David Seraph installed all my AUGs. If there's something inside me I don't know about, he's the one I need to talk to.
I am familiar with Sarah's work. These new AUGs, they look different to me. I mean, that neodymium shell. Who uses dimorphic magnetorheological fluid like that? Seriously, if you talk to Sarif, you need to ask him that. Shit really stands out. Pretty fucking cool, actually.
You ever seen anything like this before? An AUG system that's deliberately hidden like that?
I don't know, Jensen. I mean, I heard of people getting the black market treatment before. Pass out in Prague, wake up in Shanghai. But usually they wake up with less AUGs, not more.
What exactly makes these AUGs so different from my other ones?
They look like experiments, is what? Loose wiring everywhere, man. It's like half of you is untested, unfinished, unbelievable. It's beautiful is what it is.
Why would Seraph have hidden these things inside me? I don't get it.
I am not convinced this is a Sarif job. The tech itself is super high-end, but the PDOT insulation, sloppy. The bone mounting, mounted on the quick. Just doesn't have Sarif's touch. Looks more like a retrofit to me. Something much more recent. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking how much I hate being unconscious. You said these additions look recent. How recent?
Within the last 2 years, give or take. Something happened to you in that time?
I was pulled out of the ocean and put in some facility in Alaska to recover. It was a few months there that... the more I try to remember, the blurrier it gets.
Shit, Jensen. That's terrifying.
This tune-up went longer than I expected. Let's wrap this up.
Right. Here, take some Praxis kits for the trouble. Praxis solves everything. Keeps customers happy. Just, remember what I showed you about managing your juice. It's gonna be a balancing act for you. Well, unless...
Unless what, Kohler?
There could be a way to optimize. It's just... It would involve getting something from Otar. A neuroplasticity calibrator.
There's a way for me to use everything I have without compromise. I want to know about it.
I was hoping you'd say that. I order all my fancy tech from this illegal catalog, right? But my last shipment got intercepted by Otar Botkoveli.
The same Otar whose men were looking for books out there before?
I am not going to force you. I want you to want to do it. I want you to want to be an augmented god among men. If that sounds like something that interests you, then you should know that Otar runs an underground casino in the Chisti district. The entrance is in a small courtyard off Hlavny Street.
Thanks for the info, Kohler. Thanks for the praxis.
Man, you know I love you, Jensen, but we both have work to do. What do you need?
This calibrator you need. What is it exactly?
It's a device that allows me to measure and manipulate neuronal connections. I mean, I can eyeball with the best of them, but for any type of advanced procedure...
So you can't optimize my system without this device? An Otar just happens to have it.
I was having a shipment of tools delivered to somewhere I shouldn't have. And Otar intercepted. I'm sorry, Jensen. This situation I got with the Diwalis, it's not really your problem.
Starting to think it is. What else do I need to know about Otar?
Otar Botkoveli is the second in command of the Diwali crime family here in Prague. People say he is a good guy to have on your side.
And if you're not on his side?
Then you hide behind a wall and hope Otar doesn't find you. It's frustrating, Jensen. I got this deal with Otar's boss, Radic Nikoladze. Way under the table, super secret. The Diwali are supposed to stay away from me.
Guess Otar didn't get the memo. Tell me more about your relationship with the Diwali. What exactly are you caught up in?
Well, you see, it's not so much a relationship. Not so much with the Diwalis, per se. It's more of an occasional contact with Radic Nikoladze.
Alright. So this contact you happen to have with Radic, then?
The problem here isn't me so much. Radic has a habit of keeping things from Otar. And Otar, he doesn't like what he doesn't know. So he puts heat on me as a way of putting heat on Radic. Trying to burrow into his secrets, you know?
Does Radic have secrets buried here with you?
My deal with Radic, part of this deal, is that I don't talk to anyone about my deal. Not Otar, not you, no one. No offense, Jensen, you scared the shit out of me. Otar, he scares the shit out of me. But Radic is worse than both of you put together.
That's all I need for now, Doc.
Yeah, okay. And hey, good luck with that shit. Don't fry yourself, alright?
Jensen, it's Miller. Listen, I need your eyewitness report as soon as possible. What's your ETA?
Depends on how many cops ask to see my papers.
Fuck. Not much I can do about state police after yesterday's attack. Get in when you can. Miller out.
You think it is bad here? On the street? I would still rather be here than shipped to Golem City. There are horror stories coming out of Utah. At least here, the police will.
No one cares.
Of course it's easier. That's what attracted Palisade, right? Our corporate rights do not. What is it?
Sir, there's a better life for the augmented, and it's waiting.
Got what you're looking for.
Finally, someone stops. Please, some credits? Clank.
I hate watching the news.
You're crowding me.
I hate watching the news.
Are you some kind of activist
Wars,
or something?
famines,
Get a job.
No, just no. I hate watching the news.
Ty pracuješ pro jednu z těch firem tady.
Hello.
Jen málo z nich si nechalo augmentovaný zaměstnance.
I don't have
To
time
směl
to complain.
kliku.
Cops are bullies. Bureaucrats issued the wrong papers. You can't trust anybody.
Yes. Goodbye.
Next. Texas. Here's some advice. Get lost.
Look at you.
Most of the people I work with put in 14, 15-hour days. Then they go home and work a little more.
Centrálo, purpurový kód. Už jste skončil? Jo, 2 mlíčka, 1 cukr. Díky. Takže to... Ani to nebolelo, že?
Someone at work came up with the term nouveau pauvre. We tried to laugh it off, but it seems to apply to us more and more each day. We tried to laugh it off, but it seems to apply to us more and more each day.
Ty pracuješ pro jednu z těch firem tady? Jen málo z nich si nechalo augmentovaný zaměstnance.
To má být nějaký žert? Já s augama nejednám. Lituju.
It's like stepping back in time. Even the owner is an antique. Understood. I did go in once, just to see. But
I cannot
right
handle
out.
any more of this. It really does not matter who is responsible for the latest attack. The point is that these attacks are happening and we cannot stop them.
I came here to work temporarily and set up some of these data servers. But with all the new confidentiality legislation, demand has gone through the roof. I don't like it here, but the pay is too good to pass up.
You don't feel so great.
No, I don't. Like it's nowhere near the train station.
Just make it through this shit.
It's a population of 800 people, but here things are more spread out.
The cops in this city have a bad reputation, but some of us are doing our best every day to change that.
Tastes real, huh?
You are going to die. Ugh, go away. You are going...
Don't be pushy.
You are going to die when you see my new car. It's a 2029 Fox
Not another
Culture.
one. I'm not signing your petition.
How can you afford that?
You are still deciding. Come back later.
It belonged to an Og who got deported to Gollum. And since he didn't need it anymore...
His loss was your gain. Smart. More than a few around.
He tried to pay with a credit card? Couldn't believe it. He just reached into his wallet, threw the straight card, and pulled it out.
What is this?
The last bank to give Ox credit stopped doing it 4 months ago. Where is the guy?
Musí to pro tebe být těžký. Tohle město nebylo nikdy přívětivý, ale teď... nechápu, jak to zvládá.
I gave the police a list of all the renters in my building that I suspect of being augmented. What did you do that for? I'm protecting the real people in the building. And most of them on that list are a few months late with their rent anyway. I'm not prejudiced.
Can't believe a word they say. This is a bad time. A culture of fear has gripped Prague. Make the best of it, he says. What a joke.
Just got through another round of layoffs at the office.
I think they cut the workforce by 25% in the last year. Problems already.
I should have seen bed.
I have to help this customer.
cannot believe
If you have
this.
other things to do, maybe you could come back later?
Take my advice. If you were thinking about shipping something with these people, don't.
Alex, this whisper chip you gave me, it's an easy plant?
You're heading into TF-29? Already?
Our enemies aren't waiting around while we lick our wounds.
Fair enough.
There'll be a data port on the NSN's motherboard. Access it and then just plug and play. Or plug and record in this case.
Got it. I'll let you know when it's done.
Thanks. Keep digging.
Listen up, team. What's our status? Where was that chopper headed?
We got this. Thanks. I have 3... We're almost there, I hope. I have 3 airfields in Qatar that are promising, but they're privately owned, and nobody can get close enough to take a look.
I got a whole lot of nothing.
The Jinn can run, but they can't hide.
I got a whole lot of nothing. Every time I send someone to follow up on a lead...
We'll get him for you, Jensen.
I got a whole lot of nothing. Every time I send someone to follow up on a lead, it turns out the buildings are abandoned, burned out, or bombed into rubble.
Jesus Christ.
Satellite television has identified 3 but based on what Thanks.
Adam Jensen, please report to Peter Chay's office. Adam Jensen to Peter Chay's office. Thank you.
I've been trying to ID the bodies of the people who crashed the operation in Dubai. I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet
So the task force has a
shrink. Next thing you know, we'll have to talk to some bookworm with no experience in the field about our
What was Director Miller thinking? It didn't come from Miller.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing. These guys might as well be ghosts.
Access granted.
This is so weird.
Designated all only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the All incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunction.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
Legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you live.
I've been scrubbing his garbage for hours.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
The Jinn still believe what's been told them.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
252 passengers aboard sister airlines flight 401 were killed when an undocumented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit.
Maybe the connection is that there is no connection.
You'd think one of them would pop up
This is
on some
bad.
list somewhere.
We need to increase security at the CDC.
These are the chances he knew he was taking.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
Things got pretty hairy in Dubai. These are the chances he knew he was taking.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
I've been scrubbing through garbage for hours. Do the Jinn still believe what Sim told them, or don't they? We need to know.
A word of advice, stay off the Aug Rights web pages this week. Everybody on the Pro-Aug forums has some kind of theory about the train station. Finding a signal in all that noise is going to be next to impossible.
I've been trying to ID the bodies of the people who crashed the operation in Dubai.
Things got pretty hairy in Dubai. Do the Jinn still believe what Sim told them, or don't they? Do you need to know? Do the Jinn still believe what Sim told them, or don't they? We need to know.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere. Guys, might as well go. It's gonna take them a while. Fix together. I'll run it through a few filters, see if I can clean it up. You think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere? No one's getting responsibility. Security footage from the train station is spotty at best. I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
I'm not gonna do this fucking job.
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it.
Do you think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere?
Terrible.
Adam, you're here. You made it in. It's good to see you're okay.
Hey, Aria, yeah, it was a close call. I got lucky. A lot of people didn't.
I was here working when the first reports came in. It was chaos. Phones ringing off the hook, people yelling, scrambling to find out what was going on. Then when Miller told me you were there,
I'm all right.
Good. You looking for him? Because he's tied up right now and meeting with Leon, I think.
Really? He's using the NSN right now?
Yeah, I just saw him. Oh, hey, that reminds me, here's yours.
What's this?
The card for the shooting range. Chang changed all the codes this morning, said something about only giving access to people he's vetted personally. The bombing really freaked him out. Third one in 6 months, can you believe it? I'm really glad you're okay.
Thanks, Aria. I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Yeah, I better get back downstairs. It's gonna be a busy day. Come by later if you want to talk.
Copy that.
Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't want anyone to feel sick.
Loud.
No.
That horrible day 2 years ago, all went to people all over the world.
Janus relies on public perception. Thanks. Is it or is it not a probable target?
So, you've decided you need some practice, huh? You know the best tip my training officer ever gave me? Reload your weapon before it's empty. Saves time. If you zoom in using iron sight, you'll acquire targets faster. Try it. You'll see the difference. Of course, you know a headshot is the fastest way to take down a target. But watch out for helmets. They'll slow you down. Okay, if your target is wearing armor, you'll do less damage per round. Let's try armor piercing this time. Remember that, Agent. The right tool for the right situation. Could save your life. Now, let's take a look at the technical targets. These are tougher to disable using regular ammo. They tell me shooting security devices isn't usually the best way to go. You should try to disable them. Once you've disabled a security device, your armor-piercing rounds will take it out more easily. You should always have at least one backup weapon. so you can improvise, adapt, overcome any situation. Hoorah! Seems like you're warmed up now. Let's go over some of the other aspects of your weapons. I like how silencers reduce sound, but the trade-off is less stopping power, less damage per hit. See how much extra ammo you need because of the silencer? Back to normal. But if you need to be quiet, Adam, the silencer's the way to go. Just remember the decreased damage. You know, there are several other types of attachments you can use to upgrade your weapons. Keep your eyes open for them.
Hey, Adam. Hey, Adam, hang on a sec. Filling out supply request forms for McCready and his boys is tedious as hell, but I don't want to give him another reason to say no.
Say no to what?
Are you kidding me? Right now, you're the only active augmented agent we have. I'm hoping to change that, been asking him every week practically, but so far, permission denied.
Really? He give you a reason?
Says my stress levels are too high. Told me I should sign up for meditation classes and drag Chang in with me so he'd chill out and stop changing security codes all the time. It sucks because I really wanted to find out who those crashers in Dubai were.
You were saying your stress levels were affecting your chances of becoming a field agent. Why is that?
I have a rare resistance to neuropazine. I need more than the average person, especially in stressful situations. They say I'd be too expensive, so it's not just discrimination. That would be easier to deal with. It's a combination of things.
Well, that combination of things is pretty bad in Prague, and getting worse.
I know, but Interpol was the only agency who would give me a chance, and this is where I was assigned. I have no problem with that. I'll take whatever they throw at me.
Good.
It took me months of rehabilitation, getting used to the new arm, learning how to shoot again, learning how to tie my own boots. But I did it, and I'm better than I was before. I want to help, and I can. My place is out there in the field where I can make a difference. You know that. And if you can do it, so can I.
Don't give up, Arya. Semper Fi.
Hoorah.
After the bombing, when Chang changed all the locks and codes, was he under orders? Was there a credible threat to our location?
Maybe, but I don't think so. You know how he gets. Still, he wasn't the only one overreacting this time. A lot of people have been here for over 36 hours, and the state police have not exactly been cooperative.
I can imagine.
It took several hours before we got the security footage from the train station and the surrounding streets. It's like they don't trust Interpol. It's weird. I can almost understand Chang's paranoia.
Well, Chang doesn't trust anyone, especially anyone in law enforcement.
Well, if you thought he was high-strung before, the attack only made him more manic. He's making connections no one else sees, and some that may not be there.
Explosions tend to damage things like sensitive electronic equipment.
Right? Try telling him that.
I still can't believe Miller gave the gold mask case to McCready.
Oh, I'm sorry, Adam. You were there too. You're probably as pissed about those guys getting the drop on the team in Dubai as McCready is. Agent Singh is a big loss. But don't blame yourself. I'm sure you did all you could.
It could have been worse. That's why I want to find these guys. Maybe I'll talk to McCready, see if I can help.
Good luck with that. He chewed me out for asking if I could help with the case. I should have kept his new key card. I don't want him stinking up my range anyway.
Well, I better let you get back to work.
Yeah, sure. Talk to you later.
Thanks. Keep digging.
Analyst White, PC Security Chief Collins. White, Security Chief Collins. Thank you.
There was another attempt to breach our firewall last night. The reason I know it isn't the Juggernaut Collective who tried to hack us is that they gave up after only an hour.
Adam, how's it going? Any trouble with the plant?
Patience, Alex. Trying to find the best way to access the motherboard without blowing my cover.
Sorry, man. Message received.
Did you... Give us a minute. Did you go to Singh's memorial?
No, I never met the guy.
That doesn't matter. He was still one of us, and he died for a future we all believe in.
I know, but still.
Is there something I can help you with, Agent?
I hear you're on point looking into the gold mask mercs that hit us in Dubai. Any leads yet?
Christ, I know I'm good, Jensen, but I've only been on it for 5 minutes.
A lot can happen in 5 minutes, McCready. You check with the ME yet? Get anything off the bodies we recovered?
Leftovers are on ice at the Oman substation. I've been told they were scrubbed clean as summer whites. No prints, no dental, no nothing.
So in other words, it's no steps forward and 2 steps back.
And it's a fact made especially fucking infuriating because we lost a good agent in the process. It was our job to keep Singh safe, and we failed. I think we both deserve to take that on the chin.
No arguments here.
Oh, good. Glad we agree on one thing, at least. Now, don't we both have investigations to get back to?
Yeah. But tell me, why do you think the bodies from Dubai were sent to Oman?
Fuck knows. Rumor is that Oman was pissed that we got the green light for the gig in the first place. Can't blame them, really.
You don't think it's strange we got the call over them?
I stopped questioning the logic of the big noise a long time ago. What I'm told is we were the only team ready to go.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
So then you know what I know. That everything?
Yeah, I'll see you around, McCready.
Causing gridlock for hours and preventing life-saving medical transport. In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the US, millions of workers lost their jobs when the collective leaked classified corporate documents, causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. Between you and me, folks, the collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world, despite whatever praises the underground media wants to sing. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Ariel is constantly bringing you the best and latest technology. Our portable data solutions have massive storage capacities, flexible screens, and over 1,000 other unique and patented features. Ariel, up front.
God, my eyes want to retreat into my
I
skull.
think Director Miller's making a mistake, putting all our resources into finding
These Dubai newcomers.
Restoration Act. This legislation
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list
removal
somewhere.
and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentation. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated AUG-only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of
I've run
the
DNA
Alpha
checks
Wars,
through all the
where
alphabet
millions of
agencies.
people lost
Nothing.
their lives due to malfunctioning augmentations. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you, live, from Picus.
They may have bad news, but we've got this. Ashanti Enterprises. For all you
These guys might as well be ghosts.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sista Airlines Flight 451 were killed.
You'd think
when
one of them would pop up on some
passenger
list
broke into the
somewhere.
plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a cycle
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet
causing the
agencies.
greatest loss
Nothing.
of life in recent history. I cannot speak for you folks, but terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while before any of us forget it. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live.
This is so
From
weird.
Picus. Exclusivity, anonymity, security. These are the greatest age. And we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns priority.
Poor Singh. Sometimes the mission just takes a bad bounce.
Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction.
Look, I'm going as fast as I can.
Assured anonymity.
You think one of them would pop up and say this? In a shit.
I just wish someone would nut up and take the blame.
Last night, the collective published...
I'd love to get a look at the bomb site myself, but no dice, not our show.
You know as much as I do about these guys. They're augmented, well-trained, and very dangerous. And they seem to be massing weapons and augs for some sort of attack.
Negative.
We don't know
it was
what.
faulty wiring.
We're comparing notes.
Otar Bakaveli. This guy's a classic. They don't make many like him anymore. Sharp mind, a real businessman. One of those gangsters who thinks that crime is a necessary evil. No, if it's gonna happen, he's there to make sure people have respect and make good money. Good
Listening
business.
to this police chatter? Oh my god, it's a comedy of errors.
You've heard of these guys. ARC, or the Augmented Rights Coalition. They're a human rights group who, on the surface at least, is trying to provide equal rights for augmented people. It was started by Dr. Talos Rucker, soon after the AUG incident when Rucker started to speak out against the anti-AUG legislation that was being passed by several local governments. If you ask me, it's not working. Things seem to be getting worse. ARC preaches non-violence, but a string of terror...